Why thinking about goals? Too much backfires. Setting goals feels productive. You imagine the outcome. You picture success. You visualize how things will look once you've achieved it. And for a moment, that feels like progress. But there's a problem most people don't realize. Thinking about goals activates the same reward systems as achieving them. The brain doesn't clearly distinguish between imagined success and real progress. That's why planning feels so good. You get the emotional reward without the effort. Psychologists call this mental simulation. When you repeatedly imagine a future outcome, your brain experiences a sense of completion. And once that feeling is satisfied, urgency drops. That's why people often stall after setting goals, not because they lack discipline, but because their brain already feels partially rewarded. You see this everywhere. Someone decides to get fit. They research workouts, they plan schedules, they watch videos, they buy equipment. Weeks pass, very little changes. Or someone sets a career goal. They map it out in detail, titles, timelines, salary milestones. But action keeps getting postponed. The goal isn't the problem. The relationship with the goal is. Goals are useful for direction, but dangerous when they replace action. When people focus too much on outcomes, they underestimate the daily behaviors required to reach them. They measure progress emotionally instead of operationally. What works better is shifting attention away from the finish line and toward repeatable actions. Instead of asking, "Did I move closer to my goal?" ask, "Did I show up today in the way this goal requires?" This reframes progress from something distant to something immediate. It also removes pressure. Goals feel heavy. Systems feel light. Goals ask you to change everything at once. Systems ask you to take the next small step. That's why people who make steady progress rarely look dramatic. Their routines aren't impressive. Their actions aren't exciting, but they're consistent. When systems replace obsession with outcomes, momentum becomes easier to maintain. Goals still matter, but they work best in the background, guiding direction quietly, not dominating attention. If you've ever felt stuck despite having clear goals, it's not because you're unmotivated. It's because your brain has been rewarded for thinking instead of doing. And real progress only begins when thinking gives way to action.